Good afternoon internet and welcome back to the channel. So it's what are we? It's Thursday afternoon. It's the 12th, I think. Yeah, the 12th of June, and I'm standing where hopefully the building will take place. Now, it was absolutely, we had a really bad storm here this morning, and now it's windy as hell, but we live in Finisterre, so you got to expect. So let me show you what we did so far. Yeah, so yesterday me and my son, we chainsawed all the tree up and we moved that. We cleared the site, yeah, so it's now a workable area. All that we chainsawed up, sorry, is there, and that's got to go. Hopefully the weekend we're going to move that to the local tip. Right, now so what we have got now is we've got 4 markers, yeah. We've got one there, we've got one there, we've got one up there and one there. So now that's our 4 corners, yeah. So this chalet will be 13 metres in length and 7 metres across, yeah. Now obviously we're on the building plan side, we are 3 metres out from there. Now, not from the growth, there is a boundary fence in there, so we're 3 metres from the boundary fence this way, and if you look at that one there, same there is a boundary fence in there, we're 3 metres this way. So that first marker that we put down there determines both ways where our 3 metres is. Now obviously to get it square, yeah, so basically a corner to corner diagonal measurement more or less ensures within a couple of mil that you're going to be square. In my case it was 14 metres 764 gave me the square, yeah. I mean, there's lots of ways that you can do that. There's the A plus B, do something else with C and all that, which I used to do in my younger days, or you can go onto an online thing and it'll work it out for you, which I tend to use these days because it's quicker. Right, so now we've got our 4 corners now. Okay, what's going to happen is now is on that, let me just turn you around, on the outside of all this, yeah, okay, where the chalet is going to run, we're going to put our first supports in, yeah. And the supports are going to be concrete blocks which are 500 by 200, yeah. The blocks that I'm going to use are going to have 2 holes in, right. So the holes which are dug, which will be filled with concrete, will be reinforced steel mesh at the bottom. Then you'll have the concrete, then you'll have your block, and through the 2 holes you'll have 16mm rebar. Now I'm not going to do this. Some people do it in 2 separate things. They put the concrete in with the rebar sticking up and then they lay the block on top. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do each one all in one. I think that's the best way to get the best strength. So basically what we need to do now then is to mark on our strings where everything's got to go. So first of all, the next job is to put up the batter boards round each corner, and then off the batter boards pull the string lines round. Now bearing in mind, although we know that these 4 corners are square, at the same time I want, which is the chalet's going to run, the actual wooden beams to form the base of the chalet, I want them to run half with the block, yeah? So obviously when I run my strings, I'm going to run the strings in the middle, but the block will be 100mm either side of the strings, if you know what I mean. And yeah, we'll take it from there. Bearing in mind, and I couldn't believe this, I've been to a few timber yards, the state of timber that they sell these days, I mean, talk about being like a donkey's hind leg, unbelievably unstraight. So the final actually adjustment, once we get the blocks down, and this is one of the reasons that I use blocks which were 200mm wide, I can get and kick it to get it squared again, because I know that's going to be a job and a half. Right, okay, so I'm going to fit these each corner. Look, I've got the batter boards ready, yeah, okay. So I'm going to put them round. What I do, I put 3 round each post, and then what I'm going to do is, looking at this ground, that one there is my highest point. So off that batter board, I will determine a height, put a timber joining squarely round the 3 batter boards, and that will be the height. And then in the middle, I'll put the laser level. And then with the laser level, I can get every one of the others all square. Well, that's the theory anyway. Right, okay. So I'm going to get on with this. And rather you stand there watching me hammering and getting blown around, when I've got these on, I'll turn it back on. See you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. So, right, here's our batter boards, or my batter boards. Put round, okay, round each corner. Now these don't have to be exactly plumb, it doesn't matter. It's hard to get them plumb, there's rocks and all sorts here. You're driving them down and they're going all over the place. As long as this is the important bit, if you look at this one, because this one here is my highest point, okay? Now as you can see, there's another timber now that comes round. Now that is the height of the blockwork is going to be. That's how high once it comes out the ground, and that is what the chalet is going to sit on, yeah? So that there has got to be transferred to all the others, yeah? So basically what I need to do is to get the laser level out, plonk it in the middle and whiz it round. Now I was actually going to do that, but it's spitting the rain already, and by the time I get it out, get it all set up with a receiver and that, it's just not worth it. The forecast, it's going to absolutely throw it down again. So I think we're lucky today to have just got this done. But yeah, I mean, at least hopefully we do a little bit each day when the weather's like this, and then it's a case of starting to dig out all the holes for where the blocks are going to go. I mean, obviously once my string lines are taken off that level there and run all the way down here at 2.5 meters intervals, there will be another foundation, yeah, same as this side. Every 2.5 meters down there will be a foundation, and across the top there will be 2 spread out there. And then once that's done, the ones that are every 2.5 meters that way, there'll be some coming across the middle this way to span for all the flooring joists. So that's it. I mean, slowly but surely we're getting there. But I mean, I suppose looking at it in one sense, that the rain has done us a bit of a favour really, because it's made the ground softer. So once the dig starts, it's going to be easy to get out. But there is in total, I think it's it's either 26 or 28 holes. I can't remember now. I've got it all planned out at home and all spaced out. Right now I can't remember exactly what's what. But yeah, there's a lot of digging. I just need some fit lads the weekend now to dig it out. I can't dig. I'm too old to dig. I don't mind doing anything else, but me digging holes is a thing of the past. I don't mind little holes, you know, but big holes, not a hope in hell's chance. Right, okay, look, I'm going to go now. I've got to get the power tool. Well, I've got the chop saw out up there, and I mean, what I did with these pieces of wood here, they're all old. They're just scrap pieces of wood that was lying around. I just whacked a point on them and stuck them in the ground. You know, there's nothing special. You can actually go out and buy these, you know, properly, but what's the point? You know, these will do exactly the same job. Right, okay, I'm going to leave you. Thanks for watching this. If it's been of any interest to somebody, give me a thumbs up, that would be great. And look forward to part whatever it is. See you soon. Take care. Bye for now.